So guys, Skinner here, and I just wanted to quickly go over the leveling tree for Corrupting Cry. Like, here's the exact way of how you level this character in a league start. And this is what I'm going to be doing next league, and I just did this and recorded it, and I'm going to be showing footage afterwards showing this exact tree, this exact progression up into early maps. So, first thing to start off with is that we are going to be leveling up through into Act 4 with Spectral Throw. And the first 12 points you want to do, come down here and grab Destroyer, right? We're going to use just the biggest two-handed weapon that we can equip, right? Whatever the highest PDPS is. You're going to be doing the Rustic Sash recipe probably, 2-3 times if you don't find something that is nice. The most important thing is that you come over here and you get this Mastery. You get this at level 12, okay? The 40% increased damage with hits against rare and unique enemies makes your Merveil fight a joke. Because you're going to get this just before Brutus, and you're going to get this Power Spike just before Merveil, and it feels really good. There's a reason why most Spectral Throw leveling does something like this. Sometimes they delay getting this, and I think that's a mistake. Most racers at least come over and pick this up before Merveil. Alright. The next thing is that getting to our first Ascendancy. We're going to come up, we're going to get our Constitution wheel, get Path of the Warrior, because this node is just insane. Flat armor, strength, and increased fizz damage is just really, really good. We want all of those things. And then we're going to rush over and get the left side of the fizz wheel, because this increased fizz is going to apply to currently our Spectral Throw, and then later when we're going to be doing our swap, we're just going to pick up the fizz.multi side. But we haven't done the swap yet, so anyway, we come over here and we grab the other fizz wheel. This side of the fizz wheel isn't going to do anything until we swap, but that swap is coming soon. This is going to be 37 points at level 32, right when you're finishing first Ascendancy. That first Ascendancy is, of course, Adrenaline. I mean, you're a champion. Come on. We're taking Adrenaline first. It's amazing. It is just awesome when you intentionally tank damage just so you can proc it, or you can use Corrupting Fever to intentionally do it yourself. As you will find out, right in Act 4, right after we do Deshret, okay? This is when we're going to do our respec. The reason why we wait until Act 4 is that you need to get 8 respec points. We only use 7, but you get 8 because you have to do the Fetid Pool, the Golden Hand in Act 2. Act 3, you get them automatically by just going through and doing the normal things. You don't have to go out of your way to get it. And Act 4 is Deshret. So, at that point, you're going to unspec these nodes here, and you spend the 4 points and you unspec over there. You're going to fill in this side of the wheel. You're going to fill in your Warcry cooldown recovery wheel here, which is very, very good. This wheel is insanely good. And you pick up the recover 15% of your life when you use a Warcry. This will offset the fact that Corrupting Cry is actually really expensive. Okay. It costs a lot of life. Getting more max life makes you recover more life. So you just synergize as well with it. The other thing you pick up is you get the reduced cost of skills max life wheel of Tireless. So you'll be about level 38 at that point when you do this swap. And that's right once you have enough respec points to do it. If you are below that point, just wait. You want to have all of these nodes. I show it in the footage. It's pretty nice. At first, your Warcry actually is going to be costing you a little bit of life, but that's good because it brings you down low enough to proc your Adrenaline occasionally. So it actually works out well. All right. After that, we sprint down to here to get Call to Arms, because for about 7, not even 7 levels, like 5 levels, right, you are going to be manually pressing the button. You're going to put it to like W or something. You're going to hit the button when you're by a pack to do your war cry. And then otherwise, you're just single target using Reap. Okay. Call to arms at this point lets you then automate it on your left click. And then you come up here immediately and grab Cannibalistic Right. This also reduces your life cost of skills and increases how much damage you deal, and lets you recover life on kill. At this point, you will now fully sustain and heal from your war cry on cooldown all the time and in your like early level 40s. At this point onward, the war cry just happens and it feels good. Moving on, you are going to want to grab your more life. You're going to want to pick up this other Warcry wheel because it has cooldown recovery and AoE. And Taunted, which you auto taunt, does more damage. And then you're going to want to pick up your, Aura Cluster over here. And you're going to pick up your second lab, which is also going to be inspirational, which is going to make your banner free and give more aura effect. And at that point, you're going to swap, because before this point, you're having Pride just leveling in your offhand, and you're running Herald of Purity, Determination, and War Banner. The War Banner becomes free. That reservation cluster comes online, and then you get to turn Herald of Purity off for now and run Pride and Determination and the banner, and that feels good. Oop. Hey, come back. All right. Moving onward, you grab a little more life, more life, more life, more life. Come up here, grab your aura cluster, and more life. Okay. This is where you're going to be in your early maps about on level 70. That's how the tree works. And here's footage of me going through the whole thing. And it's pretty nice. For Link. Okay. I can use that. Shit. So, you get your Corrupting Cry right now, dude, as the quest reward. Ta-da. And then you need to get Reap for Chance Orb. And then we need... I'll just get my General's Cry now, because I never remember to buy it otherwise. And then let's get some gems out of the way, right? We want Swift Affliction. That's just my other Chance Orb. It's Abyss. It's really good. Don't have another chance on me. That's fine. And Brutality, not here. Yeah, so you can get Brutality here. Okay. We'll just grab Brutality later. Do you want Efficacy? Which is just transmutes. Okay. We have the shit we need.
Fortune favor you.
We're going to start leveling. Swift Affliction and Efficacy. We're going to go get in our offhand a item so we can start leveling our other shit.
How you doing?
Give me 2 one-handers that have a mix of colors. Mostly reds that I need to level. This is fine. Well, I guess I'll have to spend a transmute. Level Corrupting Cry. We don't level General's Cry. We do need to level Corrupting Fever. We do want to level Cruelty. We do want to level Determination for when we use it later. Don't care about Ancestral Protector. Don't care about Cyclone. So we are now going to respec. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. And so we are no longer going to be spectral throwing. Right? So we're going to get just 7 points influxed into the build, which is awesome. First thing we're going to do is grab our Warcry node here and get recover 15% of life when we Warcry. I had already went over here and grabbed the physical mastery pretty early for the increased physical skills that cost life, because while I was using Spectral Throw, right, I ended up having a 4-link drop right at the beginning of Act 3. So I threw Life Tap in, so it cost life, and then, 40% increased Fizz, plus Life Tap, is more damage. So it ended up being like a really good thing that I was going to take anyways. I took it earlier. Basically the only variance that differs from the plan and the POV. So I can take this off. Don't need those anymore. While I was doing lab, I got a 4-link chainmail tunic to drop, which is great because it's a good color combination. It's very easy to hit what we want with a couple chromes. And we had a visored Saleh, which I threw an essence at and got absolute dog shit. But there was a chance it was, useful. But it has the colors we want, right? So we're just gonna scrap a whole bunch of this shit that we don't need anymore. Alright. I did get them some gloves that just dropped right now, some life and resistances. So I'm gonna go literally sell all of the shit that I'm just not gonna be using anymore. The old helmet, the old chest piece. Don't care about the stuff that was in there. I don't think I'm going to be leap slamming, but just in case, I'll keep this here because I'm probably going to be shield charging. We'll use this shield that just dropped. Okay. And I'll just start on this life wheel. Alright. Don't need this weapon anymore. It was fine. You just needed any big two-hander to throw shit at while we were playing Spectral Throw. In lab, I also got Wake of Destruction for 25 move speed. Or 15% move speed, my bad. This is shit. I will plan to replace this. Anything you have that has move speed will actually be better. Cruelty, efficacy, pull those out. We've been leveling them. Blood Rage, goodbye. Swap this shit in. Alright, so I have in my offhand been prepping a whole bunch of stuff to level ever since. We have been leveling it, prepping it for the swap ever since we did library. So we have Reap, which we're going to use with Cruelty and Efficacy and Swift Affliction. Over here we have Corrupting Cry with General's Cry, Swift Affliction, and Efficacy. And we're still leveling a Corrupting Fever and a Determination for now. And let's socket these bad boys in. So we're just gonna get Reap in, get our general's crying. We're not, for now, gonna have it on our left click because we don't have call to arms yet. This is fine, right? We're gonna be running over there very soon. Okay. We're gonna be soft casting it for now, and that is fine.
Nightmare is the true eternal. Why? You're so in love with death.
Definitely feels that way. Feels pretty good. We have a Chaos Orb that we are gonna trade. Alright, that is what we are gonna do. So we pull up trade. We want the apple. So the Eternal Apple, Chiming Spear Shield. These are always an alch. Alright, they're basically free, but I'm gonna say it costs a chaos because on day one it costs a chaos. Okay, so we're just gonna grab a really shitty one. Okay, just a real shit one of these. And I'm gonna give him a chaos. Okay, here we go. I'm glad there's someone selling something for so cheap right now at this point in the league, like a cheap item like this. So you'll see here it needs level 49 and like 119 int. So I actually don't have that much intelligence. Okay. At level 50 though, I'm gonna grab the other intelligence node and we're gonna throw it on. Because you can guarantee that you're gonna have this at level 50. You will have a chaos. Probably actually it's gonna be listed for like an alch or two. And you're gonna get, this is literally a bottom roll. Right, this is a perfect example of, is this item mandatory for you to do this build? No. But it makes it feel a lot better at league start, and they're basically free. You can get one during your campaign on day one. It's an extremely common unique that no one uses. The only important thing you're going to notice here is, yeah, it has some life chaos rest. It has increased Warcry cooldown recovery rate. Okay, 50% Warcry cooldown recovery rate. Alright, we're level 50 now. Allocate this int node. We have that int and dex node. These are things you're going to spec out of later, obviously. But this alleviates all the pressure on our gear we're going through. Since we're level 50 and we have that now, we can throw on our 1C item. And now it's going to feel that much better when we're going through, because we're going to have that cooldown recovery rate. This puts us down to 1.8 seconds. It was 2.3. Let's see the exact number. 2.33. Throw this on. It's 1.8. And then we're about to grab 30 more Warcry cooldown recovery rate. And it's going to push it down to a little bit lower. So this just makes it feel a lot better, a lot earlier into your like it's pre-mapping and early mapping experience. honestly, I think this would be a pretty good example of how this build fucking plays. Just your shield charging campaign. Anyway, creaky zone. Oh, I did this really slowly because I was trading and doing other stuff. But 625. That's a decent F10 Kitava. Grab our I don't know, mineral pools, right? Make it blue. You know, the proper league start test. Except of course, I have a fully juiced atlas that would make things harder, but point is, we have spent
like stepping into a dream.
nothing except the one chaos drop we got through the campaign for the Eternal Apple, currency and items that we picked up, like a piece of shit spell damage wand. This is not what we want, right? We've got 2 4 links that dropped in lab. Okay. Just life and res. We don't need anything. And the build is functional. See that the corrupting cry alone will kill all this stuff. Except that Reap is our single target. And it'll cruise right on through. I really picked a map that has bad demonstration for shield charging around, but let's go find something, and then maybe we'll hop into a T10 or something like that. Let's open up here. Check across that gap. Yeah, so you'll see it. And the blue packs are gonna die. Even though we have low level. We're level 64. Right. We're already feeling tanky even though we haven't done Ego Lab. We have so much recovery innately. It just kind of feels good. It's a really good league starter. I really like this build. I am going to be league starting this next week. Man, Mineral Boost fucking blows, bro. I should have done anything else. Wait, let me blink. Huh? Oh, okay. Very nice path of exile, man. Okay. Alright, double boss. He's beaming. Oh my god, they beaming. Holy shit, bro. Alright, that's a good showing. Anyway. It's Corrupt and Cry, dude.